Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Haley. I do a lot of videos based on lifestyle and honestly just anything that comes to my mind. Today's video, I am going to do something fun, something that I've never done before. I've done a lot of get ready with me's, but this is going to be a little different. I know that everybody's like super bored with this quarantine and everything we have going on, so I thought it would be a really cool idea to do half a face of drugstore and half a face of high-end. So we could really put to the test, like, which is better? Do you have to have high-end to, you know, really go the extra mile, look better, whatever? Now, I already know the answer, but I just want to let you make your own opinion. Do you think you have to spend a bunch of money on makeup to have nice looking makeup? And I already know my answer. You form your own opinion, and I think it'll be a fun thing to do. I've already moisturized and primed. I would like to say I did self tan last night, so that's why my face looks a little strange. And also my face has not been happy with me lately. I've got a decent bit of acne and I don't usually have too many breakouts, so that's fun. But so like I said, I've already moisturized and primed, so I'm gonna go ahead and kind of put my hair back out of my face and then we'll get started. The first thing I'm gonna be doing is going in with this e.l.f. oil-free medium coverage flawless satin foundation. You can get this at Walmart, Walgreens, you can get it at places like Ulta and stuff. So I'm doing the drugstore side first. So I'm just gonna do my best to kind of just not go any further onto that side. So this is gonna be my drugstore side. And since I self-tanned, I hope that this will match. It should. This one's actually the darker shade. My high-end foundation is a lighter shade, so I know this looks kind of crazy right now. Y'all are gonna see just how different I look without makeup, so that's fun. Next, we're going in with this Essence Camouflage Matte Concealer. It says it's waterproof and covers tattoos. I have found that I really like this concealer. It's probably like $4 at Ulta. I really like this. The only thing, my only complaint is it doesn't stay on as long as I would like it. So like it kind of starts to crease throughout the day, and I'm just gonna put that on there as an eyeshadow primer. But yeah, it kind of creases after a few hours. But I do really like this. I like the consistency. If you've watched any of my other makeup videos, you know that I like a really creamy and liquidy consistency. So this one's pretty good for that. Next, I'm going in with my Airspun loose face powder. You can get this at Walmart. That's really the only place. I mean, you could get it at Ulta too, but it's like $6 or $7. And I'm just gonna kind of bake, that's me doing an air quote, bake the places that I put my concealer on. And, you know, I like to let that sit a little while. While I'm letting that sit, I just wanted to say this is a Real Techniques beauty blender. It's just a sponge. It's not the Beauty Blender brand. I've actually never had the Beauty Blender brand, so I can't really say if it's comparable to that, but I love this. This is what I'm going to be using for the drugstore side. As you've seen, I already used it. And I'm going to switch to a high-end brush for my other side, but I just wanted to throw that in there. I forgot to mention that. Now that I've let that sit, I'm going to dust this off. This is a Real Techniques brush as well. Just dusting off that excess powder. And I'm also going to go in with my bronzer with the same brush. So this is LA Colors Contour. I don't, even though it looks like it, I don't really use this light color that much, but I may use it for the sake of this video to set my under eye, so we're gonna go ahead and do that. I don't know about y'all, but when I put mascara on, if I put it on the bottom, it always like puts lines on my face. So super weird. I don't love that. If anybody has any tips for that, let me know. We set our under eye and we did our eyelid too. Now I'm going to go in with the darker shade and just apply under my cheek. Under my chin. Down my neck. Make sure you really blend that in. And up here. I think everybody by now has heard of the 3 formation. So that's where you want to put your bronzer. Next for blush, I'm going to go in with this Milani Bronze Burst. It says it's a blush palette, I guess, because it has different colors. So I usually just kind of do a little swirl and dab that on. For the sake of the video, I don't have any super drugstore eyeshadow palettes, but I am going to be using this Morphe, and I want to say I got this from anywhere between $18 to $22, so let's just say it was $20. The palette that I'm using in my high end is $42, I think. So this is like half the price of the other one, so we're just going to say this is our drugstore palette. And for that, for my highlight, I think I'm going to mix a little bit of this with a little bit of that and just kind of put it on there like that. And just give like a little shimmer. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and do our eyeshadow for the drugstore. So I'm going in, this is a Morphe brush and this is an Ulta brand brush. So I've had both of these for a really long time. Also, don't come for me for my brushes being dirty. Like, it is what it is, you know. First, I'm going to go in with this color right here and put it in my crease. You don't have to do too much of the blending, just a second. And then I'm going to go in probably with one of these a little bit darker shades. Kind of blend that more to the outside. Now, after that, I'm going to go in with a mixture of this and this for my lid. And I really want this shimmer to pop on my lid. So, pat it on there. And then I go back in with my blending brush to make sure all of that blends together. To deepen it up a little bit, I'm going to add a little bit of this dark color right here, but I'm going to get a different brush. This is just kind of like an angled brush. We're going to take this dark color and then put it on almost like in the outer triangle. You don't want to blend with that brush because it is not going to blend. So then you come back in, take a really light hand and blend it all out. And I'm going to go in with my finger. And you see how much brighter that makes it? I don't know. Just something about your finger. And use your ring finger because it has the least pressure. I forgot to press record, but I only have one brand of mascara. I have 2 different types of this kind, but this is Essence Volume Stylist from Ulta. And the reason I only have this is because I really like this and it's really cheap and I'm a bargain hunter. So I put this on, got a little bit over there, put this on, I let it dry for a minute, and then I go in and put another coat on. Okay, and then we're gonna go back in and put another coat on. And I have pretty short blonde eyelashes, and I feel like I've tried, I don't know, at least 4 or 5 mascaras from this brand, and I feel like they all do really well at making my eyelashes look long, which is something that I need. In the time where I forgot to press record, I showed my eyebrow. It's just this e.l.f. pencil that y'all have seen me use before if you've watched any of my other videos, and I just lined under and over, and that's all I did, and I just didn't want to leave that out. Okay, so in order to get a really clean line, I'm gonna go in with this and just go down my face. Does that show y'all the power of makeup? We're gonna be starting on our high-end side. So remember, I've already primed, moisturized, all that. I'm going in with my Too Faced Born This Way foundation. And for this one, I'm a little nervous because this is a lighter shade than my e.l.f. that I used. But I'm gonna be using, instead of the beauty blender or the sponge or whatever, I'm gonna be using an It Cosmetics brush. So I used to use this before I got my sponge that I have right now, and I'd use the sponge on and off. Yeah, see, I'm worried about it, but I used to use this. I don't know, I just kind of switch back and forth. I mean, right now I kind of prefer this sponge, but maybe after today I'll really like this and want to use it. I don't know, we'll see. All right, I got that all blended in. Next, I'm going in with my Tarte Shape Tape for my concealer. Now, I have some opinions about Shape Tape. Everybody raves about it, talking about it's the greatest thing ever, and I just don't agree. I mean, it's okay, but now here's where I realized that it was better than I thought. So, I talked about my other concealer. I really like it. I like the consistency, but it doesn't last. This lasts. Like, this is gonna last me all day long, not crease. And I have pretty oily skin type, and it lasts. So I think the problem is it's kind of like a chalky almost consistency, and I don't love that. Like, I want more of a creamy, I don't know. But Shape Tape, it's all right. Like, I would get it again, but I really want to try out the e.l.f. Camo 24 Hour concealer. I'm going in with a Bare Minerals foundation. I don't consider powder foundation. I just don't. I think liquid is foundation, but I'm going in and I'm setting everything that I just did, just like I did on the other side, and I'm using the same powder puff from my Airspun because I don't want to use a brush for this part. I'll dust it off with a brush, but I like to kind of pack it in for this. I'm also going to go into my under eye with this Benefit Hello Happy Velvet Powder Foundation for my under eye, using my ring finger and just putting it under there to set my under eye, and I'm going to go ahead and do it over too. Alright, now we're going to dust this excess off with another It brush. Dust that off completely, and then we're going to go in with the Hoola bronzer Lite, and I'm going to have to use the same brush because this is my bronzer brush. So we're going to do the same thing. We're going to go in under our cheekbones, and like, here's my thing. I think I forgot to mention on the drugstore end, I got this bronzer and powder under eye duo for $1 at the Dollar Tree, and this costs like $24, $25. Look at the difference. I'm just not impressed with this, and it could be because it's the light, but I'm so fair skinned. Like, I've had the original Hoola before, and I don't know, I just don't know if I was comfortable with makeup and I just didn't like it. I don't know, but for some reason I switched to the light, and maybe I just need to try the darker shade again. I don't know, but I always bring it down to my neck just so I'm not looking crazy. For highlighter, I'm going in with this Anastasia Glow Kit. It's the Sugar Glow Kit, and I like to use this light shade mostly because I feel like it shows up better, and I just kind of put it right here. And I will say I do really like this. Do a little bit over my eyebrow. I do really like this kit a lot. Moving on to eyeshadows, we're going to be doing the Master Palette by Mario by Anastasia Beverly Hills. Like I said, this one is like $42. These are the colors in it. I don't really use this one that much, and to be honest, when I moved out of my mom's when I was younger, I'm not going to tell y'all how old I was and how long I've had this, because you're not supposed to like use expired makeup, so whatever. But I forgot it was there, and I got it back like a month ago or 2 months ago, I don't know. So we're going to try to recreate what we did over here on this eye. So I'm using the same brush, whatever. So I'm going to go ahead and go in with kind of this as a first color just to go in the crease. Next, I'm going to deepen it up a little bit with this. Kind of sticking towards the outside. And then after that, I'm going to go in with this sparkly shade for my lid, like I did on the other side. Blend that out again. I'm going to go ahead and go in with my finger again. And then we're going to deepen it up with, let's see, we'll do this right here. Put it right here like I did on the other one. Now you can see this has a little bit more pigment than the other side, I think. Now we're going to go back. We're going to blend, blend, blend. Make sure it's all nice and blended in. I'd say the two sides look pretty similar, honestly. For brows, since I usually only use my e.l.f., I'm going to go in with an IT Cosmetics slanted brush. And we're going to take this Hoola color. I know it looks kind of light, but I think it'll look darker. Oh yeah, see. So you got to be careful with that. You can definitely do your eyebrows with eyeshadow, but I would recommend going in with a lighter shade than you think you need because it shows up a lot darker. I hate when I get foundation on my eyebrows. Yeah, and they definitely look different. So now I'm going to take a darker, the Valletta, and kind of fill it in through the middle. I don't necessarily recommend doing this, to be honest, but I don't have a high-end eyebrow product, so we're going to do that. And I'm just going to go ahead and brush it just a little bit because I think that'll help. Now we're going to do our mascara. Same thing, the Essence, because like I said, this is just what I use and what I have. And I'm going to go ahead and put some on the lower lashes, being very careful because it usually does not go my way. See, I already got it on my face. Now for lips, I don't have any high-end lipstick right now or ever. Like I just have never, I'm not a big lipstick person, so I don't want to spend a bunch of money on it. So if y'all have any suggestions of a worth it high-end lipstick, let me know. This is the brand Essence from Ulta. Again, I really like this brand. It's super cheap and I really like it. So I kind of use that and kind of go a little all over the lips. Now, another reason I don't like to spend a bunch of money on lipstick is because I'm a terrible judge of color. So I got this NYX Lingerie. I love this brand, and I had a shade, I think it was Lace Detail or something, that I really liked. But I tried this one. It's called Cheekies, and it's like a bright coral, and I just don't love it. So anyway, I use it. I kind of blend it out, leaving that dark around the edges. Now see, I don't like it. It's so light. And I had another one that I like to put with this, but it rolled in the trash can, and I told Cole to get it, and he tried to get it, and then he couldn't find it, and he was like, I'm done digging in the trash can. So I was like, well, great, thanks, now I'm out of lipstick. So once that dries, I just like to go in with this LA Colors lip oil, Dollar Tree, $1. And you can leave it matte, but I just kind of like the gloss that this gives. So this is the final look. Can you tell which side is drugstore and which side is high-end? Obviously there are important distinctions. So this brow is more defined. My contour is more defined on this side, which is funny because this is the drugstore side. Let's do like a check. So we got drugstore, high-end. So I don't know, like I don't think there's like a significant difference. If I walk down the street right now, I don't feel that anybody would be like, what, you're looking kind of funky over there, like half your face is one way and half your face is the other. I don't see a significant difference. So that proves my point that you don't have to buy high-end products to create a nice makeup look, despite what people want to make you believe. I'm really happy with the way this turned out. I think the eyeshadow looks super similar on both sides, and it was two completely different palettes, so I was able to almost completely recreate the drugstore look with the high-end side, and I think that's super cool. I think this turned out really neat. I think this was a cool experiment, and if you guys like videos like this, definitely let me know. Leave me a comment. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. I'm almost to 100 subscribers, and that to you may not seem like a lot, but to me, I've been making videos on and off for like 2 years, and I just think, I don't know, it's super cool that I finally almost have 100 subscribers. I feel like I have a select few people that watch these and enjoy watching them, so I would just like to say thank you for that. So maybe once I hit 100 subscribers, I'll do like some kind of cool video or something. I mean, all my videos are cool videos, but anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I just hope you guys are having a good time staying home, watching you some Netflix, doing what you do. Stay safe, stay inside, and I love you guys. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.